evening to you all and welcome to this evening's public talk. And the title of the public talk today is Interior Design. And interior designing of the inner world is all about making sure your mind is in a perfect order, but at the same time that it coordinates with your body and that you execute your positive thoughts. And I'll leave you to discover more about that because today we have with us Kepal Patel, who is also part of our Inner Space Wembley team. And he's been a meditator for over 10 years with the Brahma Kumaris. And his profession, as I was discovering in depth today, is a constructor, a builder. And he owns his own and runs his own company. So it's quite impressive because at such a young age and you own a company and hold responsibilities where you're employing people and you're making sure that you have enough that you can actually make your company run and keep your spiritual practice alive is quite rare. And you can imagine being in a position where you're actually working with a lot of changes in everyday situations. I mean, we can be in an office desk, but he is actually physically on the field itself. So the challenges may be even bigger. And so today we'll discover more about that. But at the same time, he comes from a space of a lot of integrity, a genuine person who likes to see what he does to be genuinely reflected through his work. And his work speaks for what he does. So over to you, people. Thank you.
Thank you, Kanan, for a very good introduction. And thank you all for joining us this evening. And thank you to all our online viewers for joining us as well, and very warm welcome. Inner interior design. So very interesting topic. What is actual inner interior for everybody or for all of us? Would anybody like to share? Inner interior design or inner world? Is, yeah. State of mind, that's correct. Anyone else? We all have two worlds, don't we? One is the inner world, and one is the outer world. So how we define that inner world and outer world, like let's say the outer world, like let's say it's this building, it's standing on a very strong foundation. So train pass underneath, all the traffic passing through, a lot of people come in and out. Building is not collapsing, is it? It's not falling off, not falling down. Why? Because it's standing very strong foundation. The same way, what is my foundation for my inner world? What's the basic foundation? And how strong is that foundation? So I don't get like unshaken in any situation come through in life. Basic foundation for life. Anybody? Think about it. It's easy. Happiness, honesty, peace, yes. And yeah, yes, we have all these things, but how we can make the foundation out of all these things? Yeah, we have happiness, you say peace, you say honesty. So how we can make the foundation out of that? put it into the practice. And how are we going to put that into practice? Through, sorry, mindfulness, yeah, awareness, meditation, yeah, meditation. What is actual meditation when we talk about meditation? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That will create the feeling. Yeah. The subconscious will create the feeling and that become your reality. Mm. And that's the meditation. That will be the meditation. Meditation is just be with yourself. Meditation is not only that we close our eyes and sit down at a quiet place and then do nothing. Is that called we meditation? No, that's not the meditation. Even though, like, if I sit with myself for like 2 minutes, can we all sit 2 minutes with ourselves without pulling ourselves to something else rather than grabbing the phone or checking something or anything? We try and practice it. We just do start doing the meditation. We can't sit for 2 minutes. We go up and then we just call it off. Said, oh, no, I can't do it. We have to set the time frame just to sit. That's a good word of practice or start meditation. It's just to sit. Maybe you can just do the breathing exercise. That's it. Forget about the meditation. When do you time set for like 15 minutes, just 15 minutes, sit with yourself. Don't think of anything. Can we stand or still sit for 15 minutes without grabbing the phone or doing something? If we try that, we'll know that how long is the 15 minutes. And then the meditation will actually, the mind will create the thought. And that's where it all starts. But that's the second part. But the first, just to start with, is just sit with yourself for 15 minutes. You try that and try that and try that until you sit just only 15 minutes without doing nothing. And then move on to the second step. So, inner interior, so the inner world. If we wanted to create the inner world nicer, what's the first step or what we have to do it first? To declutter the mind. How much we're storing in our mind? How much memories, how much things we all have in our mind? A lot. Can we declutter it? Can we just let go? Just like that. Is it hard? Is it easy to declutter your mind? Let's say if the outer world, if I give you just this room in your house and if I ask you to like, yeah, can you just decorate this room? What would you do first? You just move everything up because you need like a breathing space. You need some sort of space to move around the things, to think that like, right, I want to put the sofa there. I want to put the bed there. I want to put the TV there. I want to put the bookcase there. Same in our mind. If I want to reconstruct it, we have to just declutter it first. And how we can declutter it. It's very important. The very first basic step to declutter the mind. Just let go things. Can we let go things? Yes? No? No. Why? Why not? Is it helping us? Just keeping the things in our mind, just cluttering up. Is it helping us? No. So why are we not keeping it? Why are we not letting it go? Attachments, yep. What's stopping you to not letting it go? If you just let go, forget about it, and that's it, it's finished. As simple as that. Because sometimes, holding is more harmful than letting it go. We'll still keep doing it. What is just one reason that we're not letting it go? Sorry? Fear? Fear of? Fear of loss? Uncertainty? Yeah. Habits. Yeah. That's the habit we create in our mind that, like, yeah, if something happens about 10 years ago, by remembering it, and until today's date, I'll remember that things and I will feel exactly the same what I felt it about 10 years ago, making myself very sad, feeling myself sad. And then what we're going to say is that, like, yep, that situation happened is because of that person so and so. I'm making myself suffer, am I? Or that person is making me suffer right now. Who's making me suffer? Myself or some other person? So the inner interior, that, the inner world, if we wanted to decorate it really well, then the three main basic steps to do it. The first is the mind, second is the intellect, and the third one is the sanskar. The sanskar is actually the Hindi word. There is no English word for it, but it means that very deep impression within you. So the mind, what is actually mind? What does mind do in the body? Not the brain, but the mind. What mind do it? What brain do it? Yeah, as operating system. So mind is basically refer the ability to think, feel, and engage during a physical activity, where the brain is refer to a physical organ in our head that support these functions. That's the two difference between the mind and the body. So the mind is create the thoughts, or the brain create the thoughts. Who create the thought? Mind. Mind create the thoughts. Then intellect. What is the intellect job? What is actually intellect? When we talk about intellect, we all have intellect. What is intellect's job? Intellect job is to visualize. Intellect job is to decide, make the decisions, what is right, what is wrong. And then the visualizations, when you keep doing it, it just become your sanskar. So that's the habits that we're creating it. And that's just become the sanskar. So the mind create the thought, intellect will visualize it, you keep repeating it, and that's become your sanskar. And then in terms of the sanskars, let's go a little bit deeper into that, because that's very important, because the sanskar is also very subconscious. It's constantly there without we even realizing, and it's just subconsciously always working. So the sanskar, there is a 5 types of sanskar. So does anyone know, or can anyone tell me anything you know about the sanskar or deep impression within you? What is that? No? So the sanskar is, the first one is that from coming from like a past life, because we all carry the things. Yeah. The second one is from the parents that you get. Okay. What we do is just we take a pause, just only 30 seconds for the silence. Thank you. That was the traffic control. We need to see the traffic, how much is in our head. So in Brahma Kumari, that's what we practice. It's every hour, you just stop for the minute and check what's going on in here. Yeah, because when you stop, you have a time to think, you have a time to react, you have a time to respond. So that's the practice we do, and it was the traffic control. Right. So let's go back again into the sanskar, the 5 types. The first one was sanskar from the past life. The second one, sanskar that we get from our parents, from the family, the brother, from the father, sister, uncle, could be anyone. Third one is the environment that, people around us, my friends, the environment around me, that one will give me sanskar as well. Like, it's if I'm within bad company, my sanskar will be some sort of not good. That's also the sanskar. Fourth one is willpower. Willpower is also the sanskar. And the fifth one is the soul's original sanskar, original quality. And what is the soul's original quality? The 7 of them. We all have it in this room. Whoever is sitting, we all have that 7 qualities. Purity. Mm-hmm. Anyone else? Yep. So it's a peace, power, purity, love, happiness, bliss, and knowledge. Yeah. That's the original 7th quality of the sanskar, and we all have that. That's how the sanskar is. And then when we do something about multiple times, then it becomes sanskars. Like, give you an example. It's, let's say, if the appreciation, I feel a lot of appreciation, and appreciation is sanskar also. When I'm criticizing it's sanskar also. We say something to someone and there's like, yeah, that person is fine, it's trustable. So the trust is there. So that's your sanskar. But if I'm doubting it, even if I'm doubting myself, then the doubt again at the same time is the sanskar. So if I wanted to create in my mind the thought, how I can do it. I don't want to create negative thoughts. All I want to create is just a positive thought. How can I do it? What to think? Anyone tell me? Thinking about something makes you happy? Mm-hmm. Can we do it all the time? Can I make my mind paradise? Why not? If I want to think something positive all the time, why can't I make my mind paradise? That's where we wanted to live in, don't we? Tell me in this room who don't want to live in the paradise. If we all want to live in the paradise, we have to create it. And how we can create it? We can create it with our thought. No one can create for us. Can anybody create the paradise for me? Or can I create the paradise for anyone? No. So I have to create my own world, that inner world. Less clutter in here, more space in there. If there is a more space, there is a breathing movement. There is a space. You can put something into it if you want to. If there is no space and you're keeping it, what's going to happen? If it's a garbage bin in here and I'm filling up, if no one's empty, what's going to happen? It's just going to get overfill. What's happened? Same in here, when all these things happen and there is no space, what would come? Irritation, frustration, anger, jealousy. And who created all that things? Me? Can I take the responsibility of that? Yes. But what we're going to say that, like, no, just because of that person, I'm angry. He made me angry. She made me angry. Yeah, it's so frustrating because someone hasn't done these things, right? So who created it? First, I created in my thought before even that person created it or not. But that thought, what's going to happen, the intellect will visualize it and it's become the reality. And then that's become the sanskar, and we just keep repeating it. And that thought process will go on and on, on and on, on and on. So you tell me that one thing that what irritates you the most. If you just close your eye for 30 seconds, just think about that. What irritates you the most? Just scan that day. It could be any situations, any day, any persons, could be anything. Or in general, what irritates you the most? Thank you. Anyone would like to share? Yeah. Justice? Injustice, right? Anyone else? Sorry, take it from? Or being taken for granted. Mm-hmm. Again, anyone else? Pavish? What irritates you most? Nothing? Very good. I had to take a leaf from your book. Yeah. Injustice. And you say take it for granted. Yeah. If it's injustice, will I be able to control anything on that? If it's an injustice? No. Take it for granted. Can I control anything on take it for granted? If someone take me for granted, can I do anything about it? Yes? No? No. So if I can't have a control over that thing, why would I worry? But what I can control, I should worry about that, not the what I cannot control. I have a full control over my mind in here, right? Have we ever sit just for 10 minutes and think in here that what I can control or what I want to think? Just what I want to think, not what I don't want to think. Because it's very powerful. If I tell you the one word says, don't think about the banana, now close your eyes for 10 seconds, or dare that you will not think about the banana. That's how the mind is that powerful. So we should do that is to organize our inner world, is that we should focus on that what we can control. I can control myself, yes. I can control my thoughts, yes. I can control my anger, yes. I can control my stress, yes. So one way or the other, we all have it. We all can't say that, oh no, I don't get angry or I don't get stressed. Like, at certain times, like, yeah, it's there and go. Well, when you realize it, sometimes people say it's like, their recovery system is basically just faster, right? It's someone's know what to do it. Like, let's say if someone is angry and they know what to do it, maybe in next 2 minutes or in next 1 minute, the anger will go and that's it, it's finished. If someone don't know how to process that, it means the anger will long last forever. It can be years, it can be days, it can be all the life. Stress is very common nowadays. Everyone's like, yeah, it's so stressful. But what is actual stress? That what's creating it? And what can I do about it? Someone knows what to do with that stress. The recovery system is faster. They can work on it, finish it, get it done quick, and that's it. The things is out of way. Just find a solution for it. yeah, or causing it in the first place is the best answer or best practice to do it. And once we know that, we're not doing it again, so there'll be no stress again. Rather than what we try to do is just stress all these things, always try and blame on the other person. Is it true? Like we're all working in the working situations, in the friends or even in the families. People have the kids. It's just like, yeah, it's very stressful with the kids, this, that, blah, blah, blah. But why? Can we control the kids? Absolutely not. If it's a workplace, can I control the people? Absolutely not. Why am I creating stress? For what? I can't control. I can control here. If I don't want to, I can deny it and I say like, yeah, that's it. It's finished. Just change your thought. Finish that thought there. You don't have to like, chewing gum, like make it like a chewing gum. But how often do we do that? That's the main practice that we got to do it. And everything, it starts with me, the I. Yeah. Because it's very easy to point a finger only someone else's. Where we can't, we're not going to change them, can we? Tell me in this room if anybody is successful to change the other person. What's your success ratio? 0. Can you change the other person? No, we always try to change the other person. But when we try and change ourselves, we're going to say that, oh no, that's too hard, because the habits that we created, and the habits create this scar. Yeah. So are we going to blame anyone from now? No, we will take that responsibility. That if anything is happening, that I the first I need to check, and then we go into the other. And what I can control, I have a full control on all of my mind. If I don't want to think something, yes, do I have a power to do that? Or other things is when we are in so much problem, what we're gonna blame? Who we gonna blame? When are we from every side? We are in problem. Who we gonna blame? We're gonna blame God. Why me? Do we? We just say, yes, God, why me? What have I done? I haven't done nothing wrong. God don't give you a problem. God don't give us a problem. He don't create the problem for us. We create it, and then we go to him. They're like, please, God, solve my problem. Do you think that God will solve your problem? You go and do the prayer, and we say, please, God, do this, do that for me. Please make my son pass on the exams. You reckon the God will pass the son on the exams? Do you think the God would give me the success? Do you think that God will create the problem for us? No, He don't. We create everything. What God give us? The supreme. He gives us the supreme power. He gives us the love. He gives us the knowledge. That's what He gives us. And the strength. And who does He give that strength? Power. Happiness. Who does He give to? He's giving to the soul. To strengthen that soul to walk on that path to get success. Because many of the time, like, we just like a beggars going to the God and saying, oh, please do this, please do that. No. We all should know that what we should ask the God. And that's the reality. We have to all check within ourselves. Is that really happening? And the other thing about the inner world, the inner interior, how to organize the thoughts. We got too many thoughts during the day. And what happened to that thoughts? What happened? We create during the day thousands and thousands of thoughts. Where they all coming from? Who created it? Where is it going? We create that. We create the thought. We create the thought based on what we see, what we listen, what we watch. That's how we create the thought. And then once the thought is created, we just inside in spiral is keep going. One is keep going it. Just creating another one, creating another one, creating another one, creating another. There is no stop. That's why the best, we just did was is the traffic control practice during the day. Every 1 hour, just stop for 1 minute and think what's going on. And then you will see the complete change. And other things to set your inner world more in a peaceful stage or conditions, that what is the other thing that we can do it? Is the transformation. And how we can transform ourselves. We all wanted to transform, don't we? We all want to transform our world. Is anyone in this room who don't want to transform? Just raise your hand. No? We all want to transform. How we can do it? How to transform? What is a basic step to just to transform myself, or transform my inner being, transform my mind? Yes, know yourself. How do I know myself? Sorry? Introversion. Anyone else? Sorry? Take interest. Responsibility. It's the awareness, self-awareness. Self-awareness is the best teacher for ourselves. Self-awareness, and how we can have the self-awareness. How do we start the self-awareness? Anyone? Staying focused. How to stay in focus? No, we all want to stay in focus, but how? Yes? Sorry? By detachment. By staying in the present moment, living in the present moment. Yeah, that's correct. What else? Sitting with myself. That's correct. Yeah, we all know that all we got to do is just put that into the practice, don't we? Yeah. Soul knows all the answers. Just mind needs to just quiet so the soul can speak. We all have all these things within you. You all know it. You should pack up and go. No, that's very interesting. Yeah. It's the awareness, and the awareness will start the moment we wake up in the morning. What do we do? If there is no transformation there, it means there'll be no transformation during the day. The moment we wake up in the morning. Before we wake up, or let me get into the before we go to bed, when we sleep. How many of us in this room, when the alarm goes off in the morning and we snooze for 5 minutes? Yeah. So we, like, let's say if we slept for like 6 hours, 7 hours, or 8 hours, we didn't get the enough sleep in 8 hours, but we think that we're going to get the enough sleep in 5 minutes. Is it true? You're going to get the enough sleep in 5 minutes? Well, we didn't finish the sleep in 8 hours. No. 5 minutes is the best sleep. True. Yeah. I don't say that I don't do it, but I try not to do it. Maybe I do it like once in a blue moon. Yeah. If we really make our mind up, we can wake up before the alarm goes up by just repeating, so people can online hear it. Yes, that's true. That's the willpower. If I want to wake up, yes, I can wake up. There's nothing stopping me. If I want to be healthy, yes, I can. There's nothing, no one's stopping me to be anything. It's just the willpower, whether I can do it or not, how confident I am to do it. Eventually, I have to do it at the end. No one can do it for me. Yeah. If, like, let's say if I have the diet plan to follow, it will be me that who's going to do it. No one else going to do it. It's just the mind power, the willpower. How strong is that to do it? Yeah. So, and also before we go to bed, what do we do? What do we do? Sometimes we watch the telly just like, let's say an hour before or 2 hours before. Yeah, we watch the news or movie or anything to happen. That's what we did it like 1 hour before, 2 hours in the evening. And then we go to bed. Before we even go to bed, we're flicking through the phone, right? Looking at all our social medias, what's happening in the world, is that what's happening in my mind at that time. And I wanted to only to check why I spent it about more than half an hour there without even realizing it. Just subconsciously, we're just doing it, right? Or if I say like, yeah, let's set 15 minutes for the meditation, I was like, no, I can't set it. That's it, 2 minutes, and I'm gone. That's not for me. Why? Because it's not in the subconscious, is it? It's no practice. We're not repeatedly doing it. It didn't become a Western scar. And then I just given up because I already think that that's not for me. It's not going to work. I created all that negativity in here. So where did I put my awareness? Negativity. No, it's not going to work. And that's it. No. Change that into the positivity and see tomorrow will be the different day. Yeah. And then before we're looking at all these things going into the bed, when we are sleeping, what's happening? The body is sleeping. What about the mind? You reckon the mind is sleeping when we're sleeping? Mind is constantly, subconsciously, is always work. So mind is very tired. Even though like 9 hours sleep and I'm still tired, not enough sleep because the battery is down there. It's for 9 hours, it's subconsciously working the things I saw just before I go into bed. Could be anything. And then we wake up in the morning and the 5 minute snooze, then it'd be 10 minute snooze, then been 15 minute snooze. I even heard that some people are just keeping about like 20 snoozes before they're coming out from the bed. So where is the awareness goes? So the first thought when we wake up, not touching the phone, let the phone go, not doing anything, just think that I am a soul. That should be our first thought. When I think that I am a soul, look at the other person. That if I think myself that I'm a soul, which is, it means that I'm only a point of life, is all my problem would go straight away, is it? Body is carrying everything. Does the soul carrying all the problem? Who's carrying the problems? The mind. If I think my mind that I'm the soul, what's going to happen? It will lighten. I'm a peaceful being. It will very lighten. And see that how your days goes. So the starting of the day is very, very important. Because you don't want no negativity. Someone's messaging you in the morning saying, whatever the negative message is. Do you want that? No. And then we read it like, oh, we always check like, oh, how many messages I got, how many emails I got. We don't need to check that at that point. I need to take care of the things in here first, and then I'll be take care of the things outside. Yeah, first take care of the things inside, because if inside is everything manageable, the outside it will be automatically manageable. We all have the outside world is chaos. We're all living in that. But if the stability is inside, your outside world will be stable because there is no unshaken things in there, no matter what. Because I'm powerful. You get the power from the Supreme. Supreme is ocean of happiness, ocean of knowledge. You get everything, whatever you want from the Supreme. Supreme, whether you call it God, you call it Supreme, you call it Soul, whatever you call it. Everything, whatever you needed to charge your battery, you get it from there. I'm sure that many of you know our head of organization, Dali Janki. She passed away a few years ago. But if you see her, that's how powerful she was. She was like that time like 103. But her power is just unreal. You think that why? She's constantly radiating that positive energy when you just, if she's just in the room and you are present in that room, you can literally feel that energy. Where is that all coming from? Because that's the practice constantly going in the mind. What's going in the mind? You're constantly radiating it. If I'm always in the stress, wherever I go, I'm radiating the stress energy. If I'm angry, wherever I go, I'm radiating the anger energy. If I'm happy, wherever I go, I'm always radiating that happiness, happy energy. So we got to decide that what energy I want to radiate and what energy or what in state that I want to keep my mind. That's how the mind, intellect, and the sanskar works. Is that easy? Yes? Yeah. All we got to do is just practice. Keep practice, keep practice, keep practice. And then once it's become your sanskar, is your subconscious, you automatically do it. Because even though sometimes, your negativity from the subconscious, like decluttering your subconscious, which is like the inner mechanism, that the soul, how we can do it the same way. Just take that things out, put something in there, keep doing it. Subconscious is into the subconscious and it will constantly work. Right? Say like if it's like a hot stove or something, by mistake you put the hand on, how long will you take to take the hand off? 1 second? If something is burning on your body, how long will it take to find out that where it's burning? It's into the subconscious. The same way. It don't take a time. It's not even split second to think of it. We just straight away, it's gone. That's how subconscious is very powerful. And that's where we need to sit down and check our sanskar, that what my sanskar is. You all know that the 5 types of the sanskar, that where we're getting it. Just think about it. And then when you get into that awareness, there will be the transformation in the life, in the behavior, into the situations, be completely different. Rather than react, you will start responding it. It's like, let's say if someone's ringing me like in a very angry way, what do? Should I just shout again on the phone? No. Why? That's not my sanskar. Why is not your sanskar? Because you got to respond it. Why the person is shouting? You don't know. There must be the reason they're shouting. It's not that there is without reason they're shouting. No, it's just mental, is it? Yeah. Traffic control. We again take a minute and then we'll carry on again, okay? Let's think about what I just shared. Just think about that, the awareness, that what awareness I mean. Thank you. So, the transformation from the self awareness, we have to start from the beginning of our day. Raise your hand if you're going to put that into the practice from tomorrow. Yeah? Good. And see, that will be the end of the day tomorrow. I tell you, I guarantee you, that will be the end of the day tomorrow. And in general, we all want to be happy living life, don't we? And we all want to be successful. The definition of the success is different for everybody, but we all want to be successful one way or the other way. That's the complete another topic, but it's just coming to the success. So share a little bit about the success, that like, how we achieve the success, or what is actual success. Like, if I achieve something, do you think that that's the success? If I want to be a doctor and I become a doctor, is that the success? Or if I want to be a scientist and I become the scientist, will it be the success? Yes, I become the scientist. That's the one success. Like, I'll become the doctor. Yeah, that's the one success. But if I don't have a time for my friends and family, 15 minutes, do we really call that a success? Do we really call that a success? No. No, that's where the inner interior, how we organizing our mind, how we organizing our thoughts, how we managing the things, we all come into there. And that's very, very important to do all that things. And before we finish, I want to share that, the destiny that we choose, who create the destiny? Me. Who create the destiny? Me, God, someone else? We come with the destiny. Our destiny is decided. What's that? It's all happening through the mind. Yeah. So mind is create the thought. Thought will create the attitude. Your attitude will create your words. Your words will create your behavior. Your behavior will create your actions. And your actions will create your habits. Your habit will create your characters. Your character will create your personality. And your personality will create your destiny. So that's the full circle. Yeah, that's why the mind and the intellect is the form we create this personality, character, habits, and then make the destiny. I'm going to finish in here, and I'm going to take the questions. If anyone have any questions, please. And if people watching online, if they have any questions, they can just write it on the comment box. Thank you. Anyone have any questions? You can raise your hand and we'll pass a mic to you. Yeah.
How can we train the willpower?
Yes, how we can train the willpower. Yeah, willpower, how we can train it, how we make the willpower. If I tell you, like, yep, wake up tomorrow morning, 5 o'clock, are you ready to wake it up? Or you think, well, I may try, I don't know, I will see where the willpower is. Yeah, that's it. That's the willpower. One time everyone can do it because it's only one off. But how to sustain it, right? How to do it all the time, practice. Yeah, let's say if someone's trying something, and I say that, would you do these ones? Like, yeah, it's hard. So they tried one time and then they did it and they say, that's it. No, constantly keep doing it. Just that's the willpower is. The practice. If you just keep practicing it, that's it. The people who just run the marathon and all that, or even the sprinters, they're doing it. They're practicing for many years, but they're just running it for only 1 minute because that's the thing, that you keep practicing it. Anyone else? Yes. Mm-hmm.
you just said something about success and time.
I'm sorry, say again.
Success and time. We are successful, but yet we don't have the time.
Success and the time,
and that
yes.
probably would be another talk.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's completely different topic, like, because its definition of the success, it's different for everybody. Or what is actual real success, that's completely different topic. And the time, that how much time I have for what and how much I'm willing to give and all that things, that's completely different.
We justify it. Very often I hear these days, he or she works very hard. That's right. She's not here.
We all work hard. No one's have the time. We have to spare the time. We're in that mind. We have to take the time out from our schedules. No one have the time. But depends how important it is and how much time you're sparing out. That's the main thing. Yeah. You ask anybody like, why are you free? No one's gonna say like, yes, I'm free. No one have the time. You have to take the time out if you really want to do something. That's why making even the learning the spirituality. So we have to take the time out and do it. Not that like I only do it when I have the time. It doesn't work like that. Even though I want to do the service, that's not I want to do the service because if I am free, there's a two different vibrations there. There's a two different motto of doing the same thing. Yes, I will still do the same thing, but the A, I'm only doing it because I have a free time. And the B, yes, I take the time out to do it, and that's why I'm doing it. You see the intention behind it? That's the difference. The intention behind the things. So when the same way, like, we all remember the God when we are in big difficulty. Otherwise, we never remember the God. So God will say that whoever's remember me, I'll help them, not to you, because you only remember me when you only need it. That's selfishness, is it? Yeah. Any more questions? Yes.
Sorry, I was a little bit late, so probably you covered this question, but I was wondering, what's the link between the willpower and living a happy life? Because you've mentioned like waking up early or maybe building a habit. How could that help living a happy life?
Yeah. Willpower and how can we live the happy life? Yeah. How can we live the happy life? It's entirely up to my thought. If I want to be happy, like let's say I want to go on holiday to make myself happy, right? Or I want to go for the football game to make myself happy. So am I seeking the happiness from the holiday or am I seeking the happiness from the football game? So let's say, yep, the holiday will give me the happiness. I'll go on holiday, nice beach, nice mountain, weather is really beautiful. I'm all happy. All of a sudden, I just get bad news on the phone call. How am I going to feel? Sad. So what gives me the happiness? Holiday or that phone call? Does holiday give me the happiness? I was there. The mountain is still there. The beach is still there. The weather is still there. I'm still there. So what gives me the happiness? It's my own thought, my own mind. What I create in there, what gives me the happiness? How content you are with the life. Yeah, because we don't have to focus that what we don't have. We have to focus on what we have. And that will cut off 50% of the problem. Because we're giving most of the energy that what we don't have. What about the things we have? Have you ever looked into it? And any like physical or any physical things you have it, materialistic things, it just gives you happiness only for a little while. It don't give you the permanent happiness, does it? If I give you a very expensive car, you will be so happy. You will be happy for days, you will be happy for months. But let's say if someone scratched your car, where's your happiness go? Car is still there. So where the happiness gone? Because created in here, materialistic things. We're all finished. What my real asset? Let's say one day we lose everything. We don't have a job, we don't have no asset, we have no car, we have no house, nowhere to live, nothing. What my real asset? It's going to stay with you forever. And that's your peace, power, happiness, love, purity, knowledge. And the main thing is the supreme power. You always have that, the supreme power, no matter what. We all have that supreme power. And that will guide you and strengthen the soul. And you will get answer within yourself. Yeah. So what we're going to do is now we'll finish with the meditation. So we sit, relax. You can keep your eyes open. You can keep your eyes closed, whatever is comfortable for you. Make your mind ease. Make your body feel relaxed. Make your head completely relaxed. Focus on the center of your forehead and see yourself as a soul. And visualize the thing that my mind is the paradise. I have all the peace. I have all the happiness. And I have all the love. I'm full of supreme power. And that supreme energy is always radiating on me. I let go all my worry, all my tension. Nothing's bothered me anymore. I, the soul being, is fulfilled of everything. Keep this position for 2 minutes. Just sit with yourself. Now bring back the awareness back in this room. Open your eyes and see how light feel. Om Shanti.
So, thank you very much. And I think we've learned a lot this evening. And you'd like to listen to the talk again, wouldn't you? So the talk is recorded and it's on the YouTube. I just want to know how many are here for the first time. I'm seeing a few new faces. Hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome. And so for those who are new, we have a new website that's up. So you can look us up on the website. Information is on the desk at reception. Yes, www.innerspacewembley.org. And our next session is on Saturday, which is on overcoming anger from 2 to 4 in the afternoon. So should you wish to come, and it would be a beautiful follow-up from today's talk, because one of the things I picked up, Brother Kepal, is very interesting. Self-awareness is a good teacher. I don't know if you picked it up, but you know that it's your mind that creates happiness. It's not the setting outside. You already learned that. That was a beautiful answer to that question. And so if I want to learn how to make my own mind my best friend, this is the place for you to learn how to do it. A beautiful platform for you. And you can actually explore and begin to learn and be comfortable in this atmosphere like this. So you can imagine meditation. And not only am I meditating, but also I'm discovering who I am. I'm beginning to feel what's the inner mind doing. I'm not beginning to feel what other people's minds are doing, that we are very good at, all of us. We can see that through and through and talk about it. But I begin to become very comfortable with who I am inside. Yes, we don't get taught that in school or university or at work, right? We never get taught that. That's something that we need to do for our own self and create time to discover that gift that's in there. And so the next public talk, next Tuesday, we have public talks every Tuesday, and it's at the same time. And the topic that's going to be taken up is from lack to abundance. So if you feel like you're not having abundance in your life and there's some abundant blocks, then I encourage you to come next week to actually release those blocks and listen to some mindful thoughts to help you. And because we're a meditation center, we have meditation in-house on Mondays and Thursdays from 7 to 7:30 in the evening. And also online on a Sunday. So every Sunday is from 10 a.m. to 10:45. That too you can refer to us on the website for the link. And for those who wish to go into the depth of meditation and go into the philosophy part, the Raj Yoga meditation that we offer, which is actually the foundation of what we teach here, then we have a fast track online meditation from the Monday the 15th of July to the 21st in the evening from 6 to 7 p.m. But you do need to register online for that. You'll get a link and then the Zoom link will be sent to you. You can join. Should you wish your family and friends to join who are interested, they too are welcome. Yes, but again, they should be inclined to meditation and spirituality. Otherwise, they will just like go over them. And finally, the shop is open, and the product of the week is It's Time to Do the Inner Work. Beautiful book. I was just going through it by Aruna Ladwa, and she had some beautiful reflections to work on in every chapter. So you have some sort of content to feed your mind, but at the same time to prompt your intellect. You have a few questions that can help you to really go into the depth of the understanding of that quality that you want to put in your life. So we want it in our life. We don't want to talk about it, but we do need to do our work to make it happen during the day. That's our role. And finally, thank you very much for making the time to come this evening, especially to the new ones, the first timers. Brilliant. And see you again.